It's the damnedest thing. Vacheron Constantin asked us where we'd like to explore the new overseas collection. We pointed to the dial and said, there, Lord Howe Island. And what do you know? Here we are. Our mission, once we'd chosen to accept it, was to take all three models in the range to contexts on the island that suited them best. So we took the simple automatic inside here for a degustation menu in the restaurant. We took the chronograph down to the beach and gave it a workout. And we took the world timer up on top of the world to Lord Howe Mountain there. You can see the spot, the cave recess right up there on the rock face. We went there to test that world timer. What better place to test the Vacheron Constantin Overseas World Time than in one of the tiny slivers of time zone represented on the dial. We are on Lord Howe Island, represented here on the dial at 6, and we're high atop Lord Howe Mountain. Things are just as beautiful on the other side of the dial. We have the Maltese cross there on the clasp, solid gold 22 carat rotor there. By far the coolest thing about this watch for me is that tinted sapphire disc in the middle, because as we turn it and we see the time adjusting, you can see that day-night indicator moving around the northern hemisphere, which gives you a really subtle indication of which parts of the world are in light and in darkness. It is just beautifully executed. You can't see that disc. You can see the embossing of the northern hemisphere globe. It is remarkable. I'm tempted to just leave this image of the watch and the waves and say nothing. This is your new screensaver, but while we're here, live from Lord Howe Island, I need to point out a few things that are different when you see this in the metal. This is the Overseas Chronograph, and just look at that glittering blue dial. It's got a translucent blue lacquer, but look at the seconds track. It actually has a different treatment, which means it shines lighter in the dark and darker in the light. It is glittering, and it is like the color of that ocean right out there. Now this watch rocks a in-house column wheel chronograph with a vertical clutch. It's packed in some serious heat as a movement. It has screw-down pushers on the chronograph. It has the hallmark of Geneva, so every component of this watch has been hand polished. It really is everything you could want in a steel sports watch, and it works for the task. It's moments before dinner service. We've just changed the swimming trunks for a tuxedo. These simple automatic Vacheron Constantin Overseas. Now this is really arguably the cleanest and most elegant execution. It's certainly the simplest with just the time rather than other complications. What carries through from the other two models is that stunning mix of a polished bezel with some of these Maltese cross cutouts and a brushed case. The case back does look again quite similar with a 22 carat solid gold rotor, but for this occasion and for this dress code, we have opted for an alligator strap. But if you're more of a bracelet person and the alligator doesn't appeal for an occasion like this, where you're as dressed up as I am right now, you can, with a simple click here and a simple click here, and you then can change to bracelet or that rubber strap if you're going for another run, which I'm not. I'm changing the run for a run at a cocktail like this.